Hello, this is the TradeSite US Stocks and Futures Market Preview for the week beginning Sunday, April 6th, ending Friday, April 11th. Welcome to the party. Here's a look at here's a look at the euro dollar, which bounced again this week. So the dollar is getting weaker while the euro is getting stronger. Pound dollar was going the same way and then reversed on Friday, so ended up closing lower for the week. ES front month futures contract. This is the S&P 500 in futures form. Obviously, we tanked pretty hard this week. We're at lows for a while. All the tariffs are destroying the market, and nothing pretty is going on there. S&P cash, there it is. Again, lows for almost a full year at this point in time, and does not look pretty. People asking me, do I think the market's going to crash? It very much could. This tariff stuff is just such a bunch of nonsense. I don't know what to tell you. NASDAQ 100, not quite at lows for the last 6 months, but almost there. The Russell 2000 actually held up. Crude oil, on the other hand, tanked, which is not a good sign for the economy, to be honest. 61.99 for the close on Friday, so crude's down. Bitcoin is currently trading at 84,350. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up, so rates down, bonds up, which is a good thing for some people. The VIX closes at 43.85. Ooh, that's a good one, right? Advanced decline ratio on the New York was actually mostly positive for the week, except for Friday. The trend closes at 1.11. That puts the 10-day at 1.05. That's not below the 0.85, so there's no sell signal. Here's the ES for the week. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were fairly flat. Thursday, small gap. Oh, well, there's a gap down on Thursday for sure, and then closed at the lows. And then Friday was the big plunge. NASDAQ, same look, basically. So as of Wednesday, we were even for the week, but then we just got destroyed by 2,000 points on the NASDAQ. And that the volume, look at that, over 10 billion shares. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a 10 billion share day on the NASDAQ, which was Friday. That's pretty crazy. Apple getting crushed. Amazon down. Meta down. Google getting crushed. Goldman Sachs really getting crushed. The banks are getting destroyed. Netflix. This one, not crushed as much yet, but if it breaks the lows from March, that can be a short. Nvidia getting crushed. Zoom getting crushed, and First Solar pretty flat for the week. So interesting. Anyways, so it was not a pretty week. Obviously, we didn't see anything too positive throughout the week. It is what it is. And then in terms of economic data, we have. Hold on. Sorry. On Monday, no data here in the U.S. We got one Fed member speaking. On Tuesday, we've got the NFIB Small Business Index at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And another Fed member speaking. That's it. On Wednesday, we've got final wholesale inventories at 10. Crude oil inventories at 10:30. And a Fed member speaking. And then the FOMC, the minutes from the last meeting, at 2. So it's a pretty light week so far. Then on Thursday, we've got the CPI. That's your big number, along with housing starts and building permits, and the initial and continued jobless claims number. That's all an hour before the market opens on Thursday. And then you get some Fed members speaking. And then on Friday, we've got core PPI and preliminary University of Michigan sentiment. That's it. So it's a pretty light week, but the CPI will be the standout moment, obviously. And we'll see what we get from there. So, charts as usual, brought to you by NinjaTrader. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you soon.